Hey guys, and welcome to the family service. It's so great to see you today. Well, kind of see you, but not see you. Anyway, I'm Laura and this is...
I'm Mark, and we're so glad that you can join us. And we've got such a fun time to have together. So I hope you're ready for lots of excitement as we look at a story together.
Brilliant. So, Mark, I've got a challenge for you.
I'm always up for a challenge, Laura.
I need you to work out what story we're doing today. And I'm going to bring stuff over and I'm going to kind of put it in a stack.
I'll be a table.
Should we play Jenga? Okay, this is the table.
Brilliant.
Nice table.
Thank you.
Quite flat, but just... Anyway. So, first off, tablecloth.
Ooh, what could it be?
Whoop!
Come on, Laura, get it together. Come on.
Okay.
Nice.
You ready?
I like it. I'm feeling hungry.
Muck.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I'm a bit worried about this.
Yeah.
Yummy biscuits.
Can I have one now?
No.
Okay.
Put that there.
Nice.
And squirty cream.
I'm excited. Are you feeling hungry? What could it be?
Another mug, so it's good to share.
Another
isn't it?
mug. Oh, hang on. This is getting a bit heavy.
Oh, this is a good one. Chocolate coins.
Wow, it's raining money.
And some little things for the biscuits.
Nice. We're having a picnic.
Maybe. And then...
What story has a picnic in?
A smaller version of what it would be.
A small tree. A small tree. Okay, it's
Okay.
getting a bit heavy.
Now, the last challenge, because when I make a hot chocolate, I love my cream and I love a nice looking mug and I love marshmallows on top.
Marshmallows.
So, what we're going to do, are you ready?
Hang on, what are we doing?
You're gonna guess. Every time I put a marshmallow in your mouth, you can guess what story we're doing.
You could have warned me.
Are you ready?
Bunnies.
No bunnies.
Tree house.
No
the
tree
tree
house. No tree houses.
The cups. The tea towel.
Yeah, but what story? Zacchaeus, and that's the story we will be doing today.
Oh.
Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. He's higher than a skyscraper. He's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe and beyond my wildest dreams. He's known me and He's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plans. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. He's higher than a skyscraper. He's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe and beyond my wildest dreams. He's known me and He's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plans. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. And He holds us in His hands. And He holds us in His hands.
Hi everybody, we hope you're doing well. We're the Gillets. I'm Connie. This is
Gideon,
and this is
Jemima.
And I'm Nat, and Shona's upstairs asleep.
and we wondered whether you remember our Bible verse from last month's family service. So we have got the lovely flower. Jemima, could you open that up for us? Just to remind everybody of what our memory verse was. So, should we say it together?
Ready?
Worry about everything.
Don't worry about anything. Pray about everything. Thanking God, and God's peace will keep your heart and mind safe in Jesus. Philippians
4:7-8.
Now, how does everyone think they're doing? Do you think you can remember it without the flower? Should we try folding it down?
I reckon they can do it. I
Right.
reckon you can do it.
Yeah, can you do it? Let's do it together. Ready, Jemima?
How's it start? Don't
Worry about anything.
But
Pray about everything.
What's
thanking
next?
God
Thanking God,
and
God's peace will keep our hearts and minds safe. Philippians in Jesus. Philippians 4:7-8.
Well done, everyone. Well done. How did you get on? Did you do it? Did you do it? I'm sure you did.
Okay.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Thank you so much, the Gillets, for last month's memory verse. I love remembering memory verses because they help me just to keep God's word in my head all through my day. It's really, really helpful. And we are going to do this month's memory verse now. You'll see that my coins have been turned over to show you this month's memory verse. It is, Jesus came to seek and save the lost. Luke 19:10. Mark, why don't you come and help me?
I'd love to. I love the memory verse.
I want you to do some actions for this memory verse.
I'm up for it. Are you up for it? I'm up for it.
Jesus came
Jesus came.
to seek
Get your binoculars out. Get them out.
and save
Like a football player saving a goal.
the lost.
Ooh, maybe just. Oh, I can't see where I'm going. Oh,
Luke 19:10.
19:10. And maybe we can do a high five as we do it. Laura's idea, not mine.
Yeah, thank you. So, should we try that together?
Let's do it. Okay, everyone on your feet. On your feet. Let's do it together.
Ready? So,
Jesus came to seek and
and
save the
the
lost. Oh, ow. Watch where you go.
Luke
19, verse 10.
Woo!
How did it go? I think you were doing really well. We love that. Should we do it one more time?
Yeah.
And everyone, make sure all the adults in the room are taking part. And let's all do it together. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So, Jesus came to seek and save
The
the lost. Oh, ow. Luke 19, verse 10.
Woo!
Let's see if you can remember that this month.
Yeah.
And maybe you can send in a video and might even have a prize. Who knows?
Ooh, I love
Ooh, I love the
prize.
idea. We love prizes.
We do.
Now, we know that that verse is actually part of the story of Zacchaeus, as Laura was saying earlier. And so I'm now going to read it in the Play Along Bible. So if you just sat down on your sofa, I know some of you Just wanted to sit down. Let's all get on our feet again because we're going to do the story. I'm going to read it and Laura is going to do some action. So are you ready? This is called Up a Tree.
Oh, tree.
And it's from Luke 19. I like the prop. Well done. Okay. So nobody likes Zacchaeus, the tax collector. Make a mean face. Oh, that's a very good mean face. He cheated people and took their money. Pretend to pull some coins out of your pocket. Ooh, look, I'm rich. Oh, goodness, you've got some coins. Okay, when Jesus came to town, smile and wave. Smile and wave. Zacchaeus wanted to see him. Put your hand in front of your eyes. Look. He said,
Where is he?
Yeah.
Where is he?
We'll see him in a moment, I think. Okay. Since Zacchaeus was short, maybe get a bit small, he climbed up a tree. Good climbing to watch for Jesus. When Jesus passed by, he saw Zacchaeus and says, "Come down." Just wave your arm. Come down. Come down. That's right. Come down. I want to go to your house. So they talked and they ate together. Maybe you can pretend to eat. Oh, here's one of the marshmallows that Laura stuffed in my face earlier.
Chocolate coins.
Very nice.
Chocolate coins.
And Zacchaeus changed his bad ways. Say, that's better.
That's better.
That's better.
Well done.
And that is the story of Zacchaeus.
Well,
I like it.
Yeah, that was quick.
And so now it's time to hear a bit more about that story of Zacchaeus. Over to, me. See you in a moment. So today, as I said, we're looking at the story of Zacchaeus. Now Zacchaeus was a guy that no one liked. He had no friends, and the reason was because he took loads of people's money, far more than he needed to. So one day, he hears that Jesus, a man he really wants to meet, is in his town. And so he thinks, I must go and see Jesus. Well, he gets to the crowd, and of course he's too short. He can't see. He tries to get through the crowd, but they won't let him. Go away from us, Zacchaeus. We don't want you here. You don't have any friends. Go off you go. But Zacchaeus really wants to see Jesus, so he thinks, what can I do? I know. I'll climb a tree. Tell you what, it can't be too difficult to climb, can it? I'll give this one a go. Maybe it needs a run-up. Oh, I might need a bit more time to climb this tree. Oh, that was hard work. I thought this tree would be much easier to climb than it turned out to be. But I'm up here now, and Zacchaeus got up the tree as well. He was up a sycamore tree, a bit lower than this one, so a bit easier for him. Well, he's sitting up there and he can see Jesus. And then Jesus reaches just the spot underneath where he is. And Jesus speaks to him. Zacchaeus is a bit taken aback. People don't normally speak to him. Well, unless they say something rude. But Jesus says, Zacchaeus, come down from the tree. I'm having lunch at your house today. Zacchaeus must have gone, what? Me? But no one likes me. I've got no friends. I never have lunch with anyone. I normally sit on my own. But Jesus wants to have lunch with him because Jesus loves people, even like Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus must have thought, but hang on a second. I'm a pretty nasty fella. Pretty unkind. I'm pretty greedy. But Jesus has come for people just like Zacchaeus. He's come to seek and save the lost. Well, you can imagine what the crowd think. The crowd think, who, that guy there? That person who's ripped us all off, taken all our money? Why are you having lunch with him? I thought, Jesus, that you were meant to represent God and tell people what God says. And Jesus says this, exactly. I've come to seek and save the lost. People just like Zacchaeus. Now, you probably haven't stolen a load of money like Zacchaeus did, but maybe you sometimes feel like, I don't have many friends, or I'm not very popular, or maybe I've been unkind a few times this week. Would God really want to be friends with me? And the answer is, yes, he would love to be friends with you, because he's come to seek and save the lost. People like me, people like you. And so I think it's time to get down this tree and go and have some lunch with Jesus. Do you want to come with me? So Zacchaeus takes Jesus back to his house, probably a bit bigger than this house here, and he has a meal with Jesus. Amazing, he's friends with Jesus. He's friends with Jesus, who is God. And that means you and I can be friends with Jesus too. And then he says the most amazing thing. He says, Jesus, you know, I've taken loads of money from other people, more money than I should have done. And I know that wasn't a good thing to do. But because I'm friends with you, I want to give that money back. In fact, I want to give 4 times the amount that I've taken from other people back to them if I've cheated them at all. Now, I want you to notice something. Did you notice that Jesus was friends with Zacchaeus before Zacchaeus began to change? Sometimes we think, if I'm going to be friends with Jesus, if I'm going to be friends with God, then I've got to be really good. I've got to do lots of really good things, and then maybe Jesus will want to be my friend. He'll love me then. But that's not the way it is. God has always loved us, and when we do things wrong, He's so willing to forgive us before we do anything good. We become friends with Jesus first, and then He begins to change our hearts. I know sometimes in my life I think, I wish I would stop being like that and be more like this. Stop being more like that and be more like Jesus. Sometimes I get a bit annoyed and a bit impatient with other people, and I think that's not the way Jesus wants me to be. He wants me to be patient and generous and gentle with other people, even if I'm getting a bit frustrated in my heart. I want to say to God today, God, can you make me less impatient and more gentle and patient with other people? Maybe there's something in your life too that you think, now that I'm friends with Jesus, I'd really like Him to change me, to be more like Him. And maybe you can have a chat at home about what that is. But I want to leave you with 2 little challenges. The first one is this. You know, Jesus had a meal, had a drink with Zacchaeus. He wants to do the same with us. Why don't you get a cuppa, maybe a hot chocolate or a squash or a glass of water or whatever it is, and go and spend some time talking to Jesus, talking to God about how you feel, about what you're thankful for, maybe a few things that you're sorry for, and talk with Him. And here's my second challenge. This week, maybe at bedtime, why don't you see how much of the story of Zacchaeus you can remember? You can say it over and over and see if you can get every single detail right. Maybe someone at home can check in the Bible to see if you've missed anything. And maybe you can see if you can get the whole story right and remember the amazing truth that God wants to be friends with you. And He will gradually change you to be more like Jesus.
Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa and I'm going to show you this morning how to make a tree. We've just heard the story of Zacchaeus who climbed a tree in order to be able to see Jesus. So this morning at home, let's make a tree of our own. You were going to need a piece of paper for this. Now I've got some computer paper here, and in fact I'm going to use 2 bits of computer paper and put them together. But you could use a piece of newspaper if you liked. And I got 2 pieces of paper which I painted earlier on. So you can see I've got green at the top and brown at the bottom. You can use paint, you can use crayons, it really doesn't matter at all. And on the other side, well, I haven't bothered with the brown because I'm not going to need that, but I've done the top half green, okay? So you take your piece of paper and you lay it down with the green and the brown showing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to roll this piece of paper up, not tremendously tightly. You might need Mummy and Daddy to help you with this depending on how old you are. And then we're going to stick it together about 3 times along the bottom. So we've got a roll of paper with a brown half and a green half. And then we're going to take a pair of long scissors and we're going to chop down the green side like this. Not quite to the bottom of the green, but quite a long way down. Okay, that's actually quite hard work. And then we're going to take the middle of the cone and we're going to hold on hard to the other side and we're gently going to pull them apart. Whoa-hey! Ooh, one of my leaves has fallen off. And what have I got? I have got a tree. and I can fold out the green fronds, and lo and behold, what I've got here is a tall tree, a sycamore tree, just like the one Zacchaeus climbed in order to see Jesus. Is it going to stand up? Tremendous, never expected that. And I have just made a little face for Zacchaeus. He's a smiley face because he's looking forward to seeing Jesus, and I'm going to stick him onto my tree. And then, because I like birds, I've made some birds. You can use Lego, you could use Play-Doh, you could use lots of things. I've just drawn some birds on a little piece of paper, and I'm going to stick my birds onto the tree as well. There they are. And there we have it. Zacchaeus up his tree, surrounded by birdsong, waiting to meet Jesus. Enjoy yourselves. Bye.